Ladies and gentlemen, as July begins, China is facing one of the most devastating and widespread floods it has experienced in years. Torrential rain has fallen relentlessly for days, turning towns and cities across the central and southern regions into vast, waterlogged landscapes. In Hubei province, the epicenter of this disaster, over 12 inches of rainfall were recorded in just 12 hours. Major rivers like the Yangtze and Huai, along with dozens of tributaries, have surged past emergency levels. Shanfeng City, once known for its peaceful streets and calm rivers, is now nearly unrecognizable, just rooftops poking through a massive, churning sea of floodwater. The situation took a dramatic turn just after midnight on the 1st of July, when the Longdong hydropower station was forced to release water in an emergency discharge to protect the main dam. But instead of relief, it unleashed a torrent downstream, engulfing entire neighborhoods in just a few hours. Residents were jolted awake in a state of panic. Sirens blared into the darkness. Children cried. Parents scrambled to gather their loved ones and climb to rooftops or seek higher ground. Tens of thousands were forced to evacuate with barely enough time to grab the bare essentials. Many escaped with only the clothes on their backs. Streets have turned into rivers, buildings lie in ruins, and desperate residents wave for help from rooftops. Entire convoys of cars have been swept away, some with passengers still trapped inside. In certain areas, the floodwaters rose to the 4th floor of buildings within just a few hours. More than 400,000 people have been forced to flee their homes. Schools have been converted into temporary shelters. Families huddle together on hillsides, watching helplessly as the rising water swallows everything they own. Bridges have collapsed under the weight of debris. Power lines are down. Roads are buried under thick mud. Temperatures remain dangerously high. For days, entire districts have been completely cut off. Experts have long warned that climate change and extreme weather events are turning seasonal floods into deadly catastrophes. But beyond nature's fury, another harsh truth is emerging. The failure of infrastructure, unchecked urban development, and political negligence are transforming natural hazards into human tragedies. The government has issued warnings about black swan flood events, rare and catastrophic disasters capable of overwhelming entire systems. In Guangxi and Sichuan provinces, the threat is just as dire. The mountainous terrain there channels rainwater with terrifying speed, triggering flash floods and landslides that wipe out entire villages in minutes. Roads have been severed, isolating entire communities. Rescue teams are relying on helicopters and boats to reach the stranded, often in perilous conditions. In makeshift shelters, thousands of displaced residents are packed into overcrowded rooms. The elderly sit quietly, exhausted. Children are hungry and scared. With no electricity, no clean water, and only limited supplies, they wait in silence, eyes fixed on the news, hoping for a glimmer of hope. China's government has mobilized the military, police, firefighters, and emergency medics across the hardest-hit regions. Helicopters fly over flood zones, dropping food and medical supplies. But relentless rain continues to hammer the area, making rescue operations incredibly difficult. In some areas, all communication has been completely cut off. In many areas, local volunteers have stepped up organizing rescues, using ropes, rafts, and even their bare hands. Their courage and unity are bringing hope where official aid has yet to arrive. Social media platforms have become lifelines for those in danger. with users posting rescue pleas and sharing locations of people trapped by the flood. These cries for help have exposed critical gaps in disaster preparedness and sparked a nationwide debate about infrastructure investment, climate resilience, and emergency response systems. Early estimates report dozens dead, hundreds injured or missing, and economic losses in the tens of billions of yuan, a number that's still rising. Yet beyond the numbers is a deeper loss. Families torn apart, homes destroyed, and lifetimes of hard work swept away in a single night. And the rain hasn't stopped. Black clouds still loom over southern China, with forecasters warning that more storms are coming. For the people living here, all they can do is pray for the storm to pass, for the waters to recede, and for life to return to what it once was. Dear viewers, natural disasters strike without warning. But in the mud and chaos, we also see the resilience of the human spirit. We see selfless rescuers risking their lives. We see neighbors sharing what little they have. And that, more than anything, is what will help this nation pull through. If you're watching this, please take a moment to share this story, send a message of support, or simply say a prayer. Even a small gesture of kindness can mean the world to those fighting to survive. Thank you for being with us. We'll continue to follow this story until the skies clear and hope rises again.
漂浮的垃圾桶，不是经常见面的。但是看不到车牌的车。
后街吃泡面，干的，没电，没水。